Live with the hard facts from the CNN News 18 and Federal Bank Prime Time Studio. Thank you for joining us. Polling for 94 seats in Phase 3 has ended. Today, as the curtain comes down on Phase 3, voters would have delivered a verdict on 284 seats. That's more than halfway mark of 272. Phase 3 is critical for the BJP. If it needs to cross the 370 seat mark that it has set for itself on its own, it must retain the 72 out of the 95 seats it won in 2019 on paper. It should be easy, as the BJP also secured more than 40% of the total votes polled in an eye-popping 78 seats where elections were held today. The state of Gujarat, that goes to the polls in its entirety in Phase 3, single-handedly contributed 26 seats, which is almost a third of the BJP's 72 seat tally in 2019. In Karnataka too, the BJP picked up 14 seats, all 14 that are in this phase, with a massive vote share advantage. Moreover, there are 47 bastions across Phase 3. These are the seats that the incumbent won back-to-back in 3 Lok Sabha elections. Out of these, viewers, 47 bastions, the BJP holds 42, i.e. in 42 seats, it has not lost in 3 Lok Sabha elections. The Congress holds only one of these as bastions. The remaining 4 are with other parties. The BJP knows that to come anywhere close to the dominance it exhibited in 2019 across Phase 3, the voters of Gujarat and Karnataka will have to back it unflinchingly. But Karnataka could be a bit of an enigma for the BJP, viewers. The turnout is on your screens. The turnout for Karnataka is very healthy at 5 p.m. There's still an hour of voting to go. So those numbers are yet to come in of all those who are still in line, and they could even continue to vote beyond 6 p.m. That number will certainly be updated, upgraded. Polling for Phase 3 began this morning on a very tricky note. The BJP's ally, the JDS, was rocked by serious allegations of sexual misconduct. Worse, the survivors named the son and grandson of former Prime Minister and party founder H.D. Devegowda. Though their seats have already gone to the elections, the flurry of videotapes, testimonials and cases have not just caused an embarrassment to the BJP but also threatened to undermine the women voters' faith in Prime Minister Modi's vow to work for their uplift. Could that be a factor? In Karnataka, viewers, as in 2019 across India, the woman voter really backed the Bharatiya Janata Party. There's also the state of Maharashtra. Maharashtra, viewers, is another enigma. There, every equation has turned a full 180 degrees. Those that were allies are now enemies. Those that were enemies are now allies. It's like the reversal, viewers. It's a mirror image of what happened in Uttar Pradesh in the last Lok Sabha elections when the BSP-SP came together. That's the kind of 180-degree turn that has taken place in Maharashtra. What does all this mean, viewers, especially the voter turnout? Not looking very healthy in Maharashtra right now at 5 p.m. 10 adrift of the 2019 number. That could, of course, increase. It's very hot in both these states today. So it is possible that a majority of the voters came out post 4:35 when it starts cooling down. And that's a real possibility of this number being updated, corrected. In Karnataka, it looks really like a heavy turnout. Let's open this up. Let's ask some basic questions tonight of some of our guests. I want to first begin very, very quickly with Bhanuchandra Nagarajan. Bhanuchandra Nagarajan, you've been on the ground. You've been there. You've been watching things closely. And fundamentally, this is the question I'm asking you, because this will be a question that Shahzad Poonawalla will also be asked. Is there voter dissatisfaction because in Maharashtra and in Karnataka, the BJP has some unsavory allies? In Karnataka, the JDS, which is now obviously really covered itself in shame, and in Maharashtra because it has taken in a large number of tainted leaders, which could perhaps undermine the ethos, the philosophy of the corruption plank on which the BJP really goes to the voters.
See, in Karnataka, as you said, the part Mysore Karnataka, which is the southern part of Karnataka, has already gone to polls in which the JDS effect will be felt a lot. So we are talking about coastal Karnataka and what is called Bombay Karnataka, which is Chikkodi, Bijapur, Belgaum, etc., and Hyderabad Karnataka, which is Bidar, Gulbarga. See, in all of these places, it bodes well for the BJP that the turnout is very high because people here, usual BJP supporters, would have actually felt hurt about the fact that the Congress came to power recently, last year. So I think it bodes well for the BJP that the turnout is very high. Contrarily, in Maharashtra, the lower turnout is also good for the BJP because had the Sharad Pawar faction people wanted to give a last final ovation to Sharad Pawar, they would have come out in droves and voted for him. I know Mr. Sumant Raman is smiling at this, but I think this is where low turnout can be an advantage sometimes and higher turnout can be an advantage in different times. So I think we are seeing this pan out in Karnataka and Maharashtra.
Okay, very interesting. Shadar Poonawalla, look, you went to the voters with certain commitments. In Karnataka, unfortunately, your ally, your partner has got into quite a besmirching scandal. And of course, in Maharashtra, there are a large number of people who've crossed over. Some of them are carrying taint that you yourself ascribe to them. Has this undermined voter trust, Shadar Poonawalla, in the BJP and its message?
First of all, Rahul, if we are supposed to see voter turnout as any indication, then let me take you back to the Gujarat elections of 2017 and 2022. Gujarat 2017 saw a higher voter turnout, and at that time we got 99 seats, and then in 2022 the voter turnout had dipped by 4% and the BJP had swept Gujarat. Traditionally, Rahul, the understanding is that when there is a lower turnout, and if it is actually as low as it is being projected right now, because when the provisional and final figures come together, at that time we have found in the first and second phase the difference was a few percent, it wasn't too big a difference. True. But having said that, the traditional sense that dictates is that a cadre-based party, which is the BJP, actually does better when there is a lower voter turnout because it has managed to get its cadre out. Also, the traditional thinking is that if the government in power needs to be changed, then the voter turnout needs to be higher in those states. So very fact that in Uttar Pradesh or in Madhya Pradesh or in other places where we are in government, in Maharashtra, if the voter turnout is low, it is actually Rahul Gandhi who is doing run out in Amethi and has not been able to bring out the turnout in Maharashtra to convince people that enough number of people need to come and vote our government out or vote the formation out. So I think that it would be, although even this kind of theories, these are all theories.
Yes.
Let me also put in another fact. The fact is that compared to 2019, even though on a relative scale we may say that the voting percentage has dipped by say 2 or 3%, actually in absolute numbers the voters have increased. The number of people who voted in the first and second phase in 2019, if you compare that with first and second phase of 2024, the numbers have increased. I think it is about 8 or 10 lakhs. So, you know, to make this kind of assumption just to suit our calculated narratives, I think is foolhardy. And why is the lower turnout in Kerala? There we are not a major player. In Kerala, there's a lower voter turnout compared to 2019. So what explains that?
Okay, look, it's like a bit like reading tea leaves, viewers. You can get it horribly wrong because turnout by itself doesn't really, there are too many contradictions. Let me tell you, there was a study, Dr. Raman, by Pranoy Roy and Mr. Dorab Supariwala, 2004 election results, 2014, 2004, 9 and 14, where he looked at the BJP numbers, and in seats where the BJP had lower turnout, they actually won those seats. And these were urban as well as rural constituents. In his book, you can see that. Yeah. So I don't think we can make that correlation. But you've been very pessimistic about the BJP's chances. Why? Why?
No, Rahul, I think 2-3 things. One, I agree entirely that very little can be made of whether the turnout is high, it's going in favor of A or B, or the turnout being low. What they indicate, we have seen enough from history to know that not to speculate on that. But the point is, Maharashtra, I think, is a very key state in this election. And I think that from all accounts, the BJP is not, the NDA is not repeating a 41 out of 48 this time. The only question there is
why?
How heavy are the losses going to be?
No, but why?
There is a big sympathy factor for Uddhav Thackeray, for Sharad Pawar. The fact that they have gone to the people as those who have been wronged in some manner or the other, and there is that gets a response. So look, let's face it. there is a significant challenge for the BJP in Maharashtra. Yes, in fact, there are multiple estimates which show, in fact, even the
But
opinion.
you're saying that turnout is hard to extrapolate
very,
from,
very
but
hard.
sympathy
No,
is even
I'm
harder.
not saying, I'm not speaking from the turnout. I'm going by the opinion polls you yourself put out on this
Yeah,
channel
we
and
gave
various other
41.
channels.
We gave 41 seats to the NDA.
Most other channels or polls which came out gave anywhere around 25 to 30. One or two gave 32, 33.
Okay.
But most of them gave a loss of at least 15 to 16 seats away from the BJP.
Mr. Poonawalla wants to come in on that sympathy.
Even more.
Okay,
Just
on that
one
sympathy
line.
factor. Yes, one line. Yeah.
Just one line. Rahul, I just have one task, not for the anchor, but for the producer of the show. Rahul, can you pull out statement of Sumansi Raman during the 5 state assembly elections, what he predicted for Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan? I just want your producer to pull out what Sumansi Raman said for Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh.
Can I
Sir,
tell you?
इनका जो है ना, can I complete? Sumanji, can I complete? Sumanji, can I complete? Sumanji, let me complete. Let me complete. Arey, but let me complete. Arey, let me complete, bhai. Let me complete.
Yes.
Rahul, I will always advise you, because you're my brother and you're my friend, that if you want to consult a spin doctor, you go to Dr. Sumansi Raman. For other doctors, I will recommend some other doctors.
Okay, anyhow.
Now you have understood what I have to
Dr.
say.
Raman,
Rahul,
respond.
pull out that producer's clip.
Okay. In those 5 assembly state elections, I predicted Rajasthan will be won by the BJP. I predicted Telangana will be won by the Congress, and I wrongly predicted Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh will definitely go to the Congress, and Madhya Pradesh likely to go to the Congress. Now, those two, I was wrong. I mean, it's something which I'm openly admitting. There is no harm in accepting that.
Anyway, let's be honest. Those were the two states which were actually giving everybody a hard time. So you got those two wrong. Those are the enigmas. Maharashtra is an enigma, viewers. No doubt about it. But I don't think sympathy. Okay, let's open this up. JVC Sriram. JVC Sriram. Okay. JVC Sriram. Yes.
Let me start with bad news, Rahul Shivshankar, for BJP.
Okay.
Karnataka BJP is not going to hit 14 number. They might be losing a couple of seats, Chikoti and Raichur. But what is going to open it up is they're going to win South Goa. They're going to win Dadra Nagar and Haveli. They're going to win in Korba, Chhattisgarh, Saroj Pandey is contesting. So I'm not even going into other things. Whatever losses you're going to have in Karnataka in this phase is going to be covered in this phase itself. Maharashtra, sympathy factor for Uddhav Thackeray. Oh my God. Congressmen were not even allowing him to hold the mic and speak for 30 seconds. You know that? Number one, who was wrong? The mandate was given in the name of Modi ji, but that was stolen, and Uddhav Thackeray went with Sharad Pawar and Congress party. Now, do you think people will forgive and forget so easily? Let me tell you, I am on record. Ask your producer to record today, Rahul Shivshankar. Baramati is breached. Supriya Sule is losing. You know, people, I'm just giving you an exit poll today. The one exit poll was a voter walked into a constituency, an assembly segment of Baramati, and he said, I'm searching for Lotus. I'm searching for Poo. I'm searching for Lotus. And he came out and said, I could not vote because Lotus I was not able to see. So such is the clamor for Modi ji. And when we heard that after that, there have been several mobilization and people have started going around after 11 a.m. saying that clock is part of NDA.
Okay.
Now, if somebody thinks that Maharashtra NDA is losing badly, unfortunately, they are wrong. Unfortunately, I have to tom-tom myself now. I was one of the very few psychologists who predicted that BJP is winning Chhattisgarh with 48 to 50 seats and 45% vote share. So, just wanted to say that
and he also predicted that BJP is winning Telangana.
I remember that.
Never. I gave 8 to 12 in Telangana.
You never said Congress is winning Telangana, sir. You never said
8
Congress
to 12.
is winning
I said
Telangana.
Ang Assembly, probably Ang Assembly, with Congress being the single largest party. 8 to 12 is what I gave in Telangana. I will send you.
Okay, Dr. Chaudhary, let me bring in. You know, people are talking about sympathy. I think they've got the wrong why. I think it's chemistry. And this is an inversion of what happened in Uttar Pradesh. Uddhav Thackeray, who has nothing in common with the Congress today, sitting with the Congress and the NCP, their cadres have always clashed for the last 25 years. Can this suddenly all be forgotten? let's look at it from the other side for once.
देखिए सबसे पहले तो मैं ओवरऑल आपको बताना चाहूँगा कि 283 सीट्स का आज चुनाव खत्म हो गया, यानी 52% ऑफ आवर लोकसभा इज फिनिश्ड टुडे and the party position is that NDA is 197, means almost 70%, and India Alliance you can say or UPA they have 28% and rest others is 3%. Obviously the big challenge for NDA is to retain 197, but if you see Maharashtra, Sriram is saying Baramati, last time if you see the result, Supriya Sule versus BJP, normal BJP candidate got so much of vote, the victory margin was only 17%. This time,
20%.
Ajit Pawar's wife is contesting. Do you think BJP vote will vote for Sharad Pawar? In fact, NCP vote will be divided. Similarly, 4 seats this time Shiv Sena. 2 Shiv Sena seating MP is from Shinde group. 2 is from Pawar group. Do you think en masse they will vote for Pawar? So I hope if vote is divided, certainly the people are saying 100% Sharad Pawar. That is not happening. Bengal, I will say, all 4 constituencies, Muslim is dominant. And Muslim division votes always gave BJP advantage. Last time they got it. This time also, out of 4, I hope on the basis of this theory, BJP at least will get 3 seats. As far as Bihar is concerned, in Bihar, there are seats where MY factor is dominant. Y factor is not consolidated for Lalu Yadav. That's why they have mentioned Muslim, so that Muslim can at least, because in Bihar, 30% is Muslim and Yadav. Similarly, in Uttar Pradesh also. So I think for opposition, there is a big challenge to break the NDA's 197 record last times.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. There's another point of view coming through. JVC Sriram, you were raising your hand.
No, I was saying that, today Malda Dakshin and Malda Uttar both will be breached by the BJP. Now, even in Orissa, if you look at it, if Yadav votes in some of the seats, they're saying young Yadav. Young Yadav are saying that we want to vote for BJP. We are not going for RJD
Right.
or CPIM. And CPM candidates are running without resources. These are
Okay.
practical
Well-
problems on the ground.
Well, viewers, look, a large number of individuals who will obviously look at those turnout figures and try to establish some sort of a result-oriented prediction. But let me tell you, turnout is the most unpredictable indicator. I'll leave it at this.